right, there's yet another huge twist in the Sushant Singh Rajput murder investigation. While the top court has handed this case to the CBI and made it extremely clear that all aspects of this investigation into his death more than 2 months ago should be handled by the CBI, the Mumbai police is now mulling a parallel probe as well. According to sources, the Mumbai police says that since the Supreme Court has not found fault in their probe, they will continue to carry on with their investigation. This move is being decried as an effort to try and muddy waters.
सुप्रीम कोर्टाने आज मुंबई पोलिसांच्या तपासाबद्दल समाधान व्यक्त केलंय. त्यांनी असं स्पष्ट म्हटलेलं आहे की मुंबई पोलिसांनी जो तपास केला आहे त्याच्यात कुठल्याही प्रकारचा फॉल्ट नाही. त्यांच्या समोर जे मटेरियल आलं त्याच्यावरती त्यांनी तो तपास योग्य पद्धतीने केलेला आहे असं सर्वोच्च न्यायालयाच्या आज निकालामध्ये म्हटलेलं आहे. तो आमचं म्हणणं असं होतं की गुन्हा महाराष्ट्रात घडलाय, मुंबईत घडलाय, त्याच्यामुळे महाराष्ट्राच्या सरकारची आपण त्याला एनओसी घ्यावी. आमचं म्हणणं एवढंच होतं, कारण फेडरल स्ट्रक्चरला हात लागू नये अशी आमची भावना होती.
We have received Honorable Supreme Court's order. The order is being studied by our legal team, and we will decide about the future course of action on the advice of our legal team. As I mentioned, we are studying the Honorable Supreme Court's order, and after studying that, as per the direction of the court and as per the findings of our legal team, we will proceed. We will let you know about that only after getting the legal position clarified. Quarantine is not a police this thing. You know that very well. It is BMC. Decision is taken about it by BMC. Okay, thank you very much. Okay.
So one thing, sir.
Okay.
CBI actually last week, CBI has claimed last week to up to...
No, I had already mentioned everything. It is Honorable Court's order, so I will not like to say too much. Okay.
Okay, joining us now on the show, we have Nikhil Anand, spokesperson of the BJP. Joining us from Patna, Varun Singh, briefing lawyer in the Sushant Singh Rajput case. Joining us from Delhi, we have Chetan Singh, political analyst, Manasvi Thapar, lawyer and political analyst. It's been so long, you've come so far, but in the end, you hit a dead end, Manasvi Thapar. Argued so hard, and for what?
The Supreme Court is well within its power under Article 142 to invoke CBI, and for complete and fair justice, this is what is going to happen. And I think now finally what we can see is a one-way investigation is going to happen in this particular case. Only what reservation I would have in this particular thing was...
No, of course that investigation is going to happen. My bigger point is that all this while you have been sitting here arguing that there is no jurisdiction of the Patna police. The one thing the Supreme Court has said, which is unequivocal, yes, there is jurisdiction. So what happens to everyone who was saying that this is illegal? The Bihar police registered FIR on instructions of Nitish Kumar. What happens now?
Padmajaji, what you have to understand from the judgment of the Supreme Court is that Supreme Court did not go into the details of the case. The Supreme Court have just transferred this case after invoking the power which Supreme Court.
Sir, I am asking you a very specific question.
Have been invoked.
All this while, the reason that an investigation by the Bihar police and the transfer to the CBI was blocked was saying that there is no jurisdiction that Bihar police has over it. The only reason Bihar police is getting involved is because there are elections. Now what happens to people who made that argument?
Padmajaji, the Supreme Court have only dealt with the issue of transfer petition. The Supreme Court has not gone into the details of this matter,
Sir,
because the investigation is yet to be done.
No, in her appeal, Ms. Riya Chakravarti had said clearly the Bihar police has no jurisdiction in the case.
Yes.
However, Justice Hrishikesh Roy today has said that yes, there is jurisdiction and they were well within their rights to carry out the probe. The jurisdiction of the Bihar police has been held up.
Correct. That is, according to the Article 142, this has been transferred to the CBI, and the CBI is going to investigate this particular matter. And now, all those people who were raising any kind of questions on the jurisdiction angle does not stand anymore.
Nikhil Anand, has or has not the Supreme Court upheld the jurisdiction of the Bihar police and the validity of the Bihar police?
Yeah, of course. while passing the judgment, Supreme Court has of course validated the FIR filed by Bihar Police Sushant's father. Then they supported the Bihar Police investigation as well as the recommendation of CBI by Bihar government has been, all these decisions were supported, upheld by the Supreme Court. So Bihar government was not at all, nowhere, at not even a single point wrong when they initiated the whole process. My first point is that for 48 days, Bihar police did not react. Our chief minister did not react. But after Sushant's father filed an FIR, Bihar police initiated, chief minister took interest, and then the whole episode, we see the drama, the overreaction of Shiv Sena as a party.
Overreaction, you're saying. So why was there an
Sanjay Raut
overreaction?
wrote continuous articles in Samna.
तो क्या वो उसका राजनीतिकरण कर रहे थे?
And we suspect that they want to save somebody. Of course, they want to save somebody.
Chetan Singh.
These are
Their intention is not very clear. If somebody wants to initiate CBI inquiry, what is wrong with the decision?
Can I make my point? I heard you very patiently. Thank
Why?
you. So
Shiv
today
Sena
what
government
Supreme Court has given the direction, it is a
Go
new
for
precedent.
CBI
And if you go to look at
And the kind of
Can I
reaction.
Yes, go on,
Sir,
Chetan
I
Singh.
heard you very
Reaction,
patiently. All right.
Maharashtra
See,
Home Minister
first thing, we have
has
got a
just
federal
presented.
system in our country,
It's very bad.
and we have seen that Supreme
It's
Court
not-
has given a
it's not
judgment
even
today,
respecting
which is
the
absolutely
decision of the Supreme
unprecedented.
Court.
I am sure they're going to
He's
review it
talking
in a
of
near
parallel
future. On the top of it,
investigation.
when it comes down to FIR, today they have validated the FIR of Patna. So here, what is important to interpret is that they have not even said once that Mumbai police is not doing their job in a proper manner. On the top of it, the another agency has come up. We have seen that how ED has been engaged
Sir,
into
you
this
are
particular
now
matter.
clutching at
You see, like
straws.
three
See, the
agencies.
thing was very
Just
simple.
give me 20 seconds. I'll be able to clear my context. What I need to say.
Yes.
See, first there are three agencies engaged. One, Mumbai police. We all know Mumbai police is compared with the Scotland police. Second most important is the ED. ED has so far not got any kind of a proof through electronic evidences, SMS, messages, emails, bank accounts. Not even a single Malapai transaction has taken place. Third most important.
How long has the ED investigation gone on? How long has the ED investigation been?
Look, no, okay. Now you're talking about how long. So how long this entire matter has
Arey,
been
you are
with
saying
the
ED hasn't shown any results.
Therefore,
What results has the Mumbai police shown? Mumbai police has been investigating for almost 2 months. You want the ED to produce, everything in front of you within 15 days. What has the Mumbai police done in 60 days?
Excellent question. Now, let me answer this to you. Look, Mumbai police, if you're going to look at the Mumbai police, on section 174, this is what something Supreme Court has given the direction. On the direction of Supreme Court, twice earlier also this petition was filed in Supreme Court, but today, because Supreme Court can also see the kind of a pressure which has been built up through media, through social media.
Are you saying the Supreme Court is under, are you saying the Supreme Court did this under public pressure?
No. I'm not saying that.
Then what are you saying?
There could be a chances because Supreme Court has said in the public interest. Supreme Court is there for the public interest.
So what was the point of mentioning media, social media?
On the presser.
So, look, here, can I reply to you? Look, when it comes down to social media, public sentiments and all, the Supreme Court takes the cognizance of every situation in the country.
No, sir. Supreme Court takes cognizance only of the letter of law. Just a second, Varun Singh. This is very strange. That almost seems to be an insinuation. Supreme Court is Supreme Court. They interpret the Constitution and the law. They are not sitting there saying, "Oh, इस hashtag के इतने tweets हो गए, तो चलिए let's go in this direction." What are you saying?
I am not saying that.
Well, you certainly seem to be insinuating that.
It's rather unfortunate that
Just a second, but Nikhil, Varun Singh, I want to ask you about this argument that is now being made, saying that it is in no way a comment on the investigation of the Mumbai police. In fact, it is a vindication. Some people are actually claiming vindication for the investigation so far by the Mumbai police.
It's kind of unfortunate that the way the judgment has been read, because actually, if you ask me, the Supreme Court did not actually had to entertain so many things, but they did it to ensure that there is no confusion thereafter. The issue of investigation, the word investigation, has been categorically dealt by Supreme Court in question number 2 by stating whether Mumbai police thus far has carried out any investigation at all or not. Now that issue, Supreme Court, by in terms of Manoj Kumar Sharma judgment, says that the inquest proceeding, which is for an accidental death, does not tantamount to investigation only. So in softer words, it says that everything which has been done so far is an eyewash. And only if so, and thereafter also in noting that even after, because ideally, normally what happens under CRPC is that it under 174 an inquest proceeding begins, it has to be closed between 24 hours or at least when the post-mortem report comes out. Here they have gone on indefinitely, and they said that and the 175(2) proceeding which they had to conclude, they haven't done so. So taking note of that even after, if you conclude your proceeding and even thereafter if you come out with any cognizable offence, then also you have to transfer it to CBI. So this question of how Mumbai police can continue doing whatever they want to, I don't understand where is this argument coming from.
So basically you're saying that the Supreme Court may not have written it in so many words in the judgment that the Mumbai police investigation has been found wanting, but the import of the judgment can very clearly be said to be that.
Yes.
Varun Singh?
Absolutely. The question of investigation has been categorically dealt with. It has said that it is not an investigation, it is only an inquest proceedings under section 174, and that stand of the complainant and the Bihar police
so
has
this
been
is very interesting. Manasvi Thapar, you are a lawyer, but you seem to see some kind of vindication in the judgment, whereas Varun Singh very clearly saying that this is an adverse comment on what the Mumbai police has done so far. You know what they say about statistics: if you torture them long enough, they will show you what you want them to show you. It seems that in the case of this judgment, you've tortured it long enough to make it show you what you want to see.
No, Padmaja ji, I am not reading anything between the lines of otherwise. I am just reading what the judgment said. The judgment have not gone into the investigation because there is no investigation.
Varun Singh is saying very clearly on 3 counts, it is an adverse comment on the Mumbai police.
Please look at question number 2. Please look at question number 2.
Yeah, so
that whether the proceeding under 174 could be conducted by police to inquire into unnatural death or can be termed investigation. The court has
clearly says that the Supreme Court have utilized the power under Article 142 and they have invoked that power and transferred it to the CBI. So now the investigation is with the CBI. So we should be happy of this.
Everyone is happy. But there needs to be some responsibility taken for 60 days of obfuscation of people wanting to sidestep an investigation.
So that Mumbai police is in some kind of guilty.
I am not saying it. It is very apparent there in the judgment, sir.
No, judgment does not say that Mumbai police is guilty anywhere. The judgment does not say that they are guilty anywhere.
Nobody is saying guilty.
That Mumbai police is in any kind of wrongdoing.
Okay, let me, for the benefit of Manasvi Thapar, Chetan Singh and the viewers, Varun Singh, would you care to elaborate in layman's terms, how have you interpreted the judgment as an adverse comment on the Mumbai police investigation? Please make it simple.
Yes. So the procedure which has been followed by Mumbai police thus far was only for finding out what is the death and how did the death happen, and that is not in any manner can be termed an investigation, for the simple reason that an investigation can only be of a cognizable offence, and in order to do that a cognizable offence has to be made out. There has to be an FIR. That FIR has thus not been done. Secondly, and most importantly, under section 174, normally the proceedings lie on for at least 24 hours or till the time the post-mortem report comes out, and after that they have to submit the report before the magistrate whether there is any offence made out or not. They have even after investigating 56 people not come out with it. So Supreme Court has only held to the extent that there is no adverse material in their 174 proceedings which they could have taken cognizance of. But when they're investigating the wrong set of people, they're asking people about nepotism, how can that be a criminal offence? Of course there's nothing made out. If they actually are so charged about, right now I really don't feel that this is any more about Mumbai police, because at the end of the day we are all fighting for justice and we all want the truth to come out. So,
Okay.
and
You
now
know-
that the CBI has taken cognizance of it and CBI is investigating, there's nothing left to be done.
And you know, for all of these days, it has been argued that the demand for a CBI investigation was not only unfair, unnecessary, but also unlawful. Now that finally it has been ordered by the Supreme Court, it's very convenient to not address that issue altogether and say, let's look ahead and talk about the CBI investigation. Someone needs to take accountability for why people were shot down when they wanted a CBI investigation. I'm taking a very quick break. Thanks very much, all gentlemen, for having joined me.